usually I meal prep on Sunday so that I'm ready and I have 5 meals for the week, but it's Monday. I was exhausted yesterday, so we're going to do the meal prep today. Thankfully, I didn't have to work, so let's get it done. There are 2 meals on the menu for today. Look at these beautiful colors. I just had to show you guys. I love doing my plant-based week because it's so pretty. Oh my gosh. So make sure you sharpen your knife. You guys, sharpen your knives. I just had to show that piece because I feel like that is so important. And to also get you a chef knife. I don't know if you guys have one yet, but invest in it. It's worth it. So I'm just picking this kale off the stem. I have been obsessed with baked kale. It is delicious. You just pull it apart like that, drain it, rinse it, all that good stuff, dry it off. My mom is gonna kill me when she sees how much paper towel I use to make the kale. And then you just go ahead and you put it on a cookie sheet. Throw you some salt on there. I think I used sea salt. It doesn't matter though. I suggest getting the coarse salt, you know, that real thick salt, because afterwards that crunch and salt, oh my gosh. Listen, I don't know if kale has any type of health benefits, but it's delicious. I definitely suggest trying it. It's not a part of my meal prep, but this is the snack for while I'm cooking. You're just gonna throw it in the oven. I think I had mine at 380 degrees and I had it in there for about 20-25 minutes. And then bam, you got chips and they are delicious. Again, I have no idea if there's any health benefits from eating kale like this, but they are delicious. Absolutely delicious. I suggest it. Savory, salty, all that good stuff. Super good. I got so excited about the kale, I didn't even tell you what meals that I'm making. So my 2 plant-based meals, mind you, plant-based. I do not stray away from the meat. My 2 plant-based meals that I'm doing this week are spaghetti squash with a homemade tomato sauce, side with broccoli and baked chicken. And then the other meal is a pulled barbecue chicken, sweet potatoes, and broccoli. So I'm just prepping my vegetables here. Go ahead and cube your sweet potatoes up. Pull your broccoli apart. If you use frozen broccoli, that's totally fine. I like to use fresh broccoli and then I just make a bunch of it and I freeze like a lot of it and use whatever I need for my meals. And I just find that to be a little more cost effective for me. And plus I feel better about it because the food is fresh, you know? So after I'm done chopping this all up, I'm gonna separate it, put some in a bag and put some like in a bowl to wait while I cook it, or wait till I cook it. And then I'll just have extra broccoli left over later and I won't have to worry about my sides for next time. So this is a spaghetti squash. I don't know if any of you have ever seen one. They are super good. And not the easiest to cut. I don't know. I think I was just struggling. I typically don't struggle cutting those open. But you're just going to scrape all the seeds out. Get them all out. Yep. And then make sure you clean it up really good. You just see me getting it all out. And then after you do that, you're going to put it on a baking sheet. Put you some olive oil on it. It's super easy, you guys. Olive oil, salt and pepper. Flip those bad boys over. I've seen people like put water or vegetable stock or something like on the bottom of the sheet, but I just flip it over and throw it inside of the oven. I got a little excited with the olive oil, as you can see, but that's okay. We digress. And on to the peppering. Make sure you season your food, you guys. Like, the food has to taste good. If it doesn't taste good, you're not going to want to eat it. Now, for this particular dish, I just suggest salt and pepper, but play with your seasonings. Find your seasonings. You throw that in the oven for about maybe 45 minutes to an hour. I don't know. I kind of overcooked mine, so just maybe about 45 minutes would be good. And then next we're gonna bake our broccoli and our sweet potatoes. I have a large serving of both because they're vegetables, and I have a large serving of both. That's how that happened. I haven't been weighing my food out. I probably will start weighing my food out pretty soon. But yeah, this is the broccoli and sweet potato portion. So go ahead and olive oil that up. I was really having a lot of fun with the olive oil today. And salt and pepper that. Get it all nice, and yep, gotta keep it separate. And after you mix all of that up, get the broccoli nice and good. Yes, that's beautiful. After you got it all mixed up, I think I had mine at like 380. I'm pretty sure I cooked everything at like 380. But I put it in there for about 30 minutes, and this was my favorite part. I definitely cooked too many vegetables, but this is the vegetables that I use to make my sauce. So I used peppers, tomatoes, garlic, onion, mushroom, and then I threw it all into a blender, and I had way too much sauce. Way too much sauce. Maybe use like a quarter of that. I probably had about 3 tomatoes and 2 bell pepper and 1 onion, maybe 2 onions, and then 2 shallots and 2 mushrooms, 1 garlic. I'd say use like maybe 1 tomato, 2 tomatoes. I don't know. Cut it down somehow. I had a lot left over. What I did though, I just used the rest and I froze it. I took a little bit and made some creamy tomato soup, but yeah, no, I just froze the rest and I will use it another time. So that's pretty much, I got a lot of frozen vegetables out of this meal, which is always good. That's always a good thing. I was kind of worried, I won't lie. I was stuffing all this stuff in here and I was a little worried. I didn't know if my blender would blend it, but the ninja got it done. She put in the work. And it actually blended up a lot smoother than I expected. So we got all the ingredients in the blender. We're gonna blend this up, make it all nice and smooth. And voila, we have tomato sauce. How exciting. No, but seriously, it's really exciting. So I tried to do that garlic thing that's like all over social media, just squeezing the garlic into whatever and spreading it on something, and this was horrible. Like, are you supposed to wait for it to cool down? What is the steps you do here? Because it was rough, and it burned my poor little fingertips. It was hot. So yeah, doing this garlic trick was a complete mess for me. And lost one. But moving along, this is the chicken that I'm using for the pulled barbecue chicken. I just went ahead and seasoned it. I'm putting on some chopped garlic and some sliced onions on it. And then I'm gonna wrap it up with some aluminum foil, throw it in the oven for about 30 to 35 minutes until it's cooked. And when it's done, I'm gonna take it out and shred it. Also, I had almost forgot, poke some holes in there so that the chicken can vent and some of that steam and stuff will come out. It'll come out a little juicier. I actually got tired of throwing everything in the oven, so I actually went ahead and pan-seared the chicken for my spaghetti squash. Like I mentioned earlier, I did overcook my spaghetti squash just a little bit. It still came out stringy like spaghetti noodles, but it was kind of mushy, some of them. So maybe cook it for about 45 minutes. I went and cooked mine for about an hour, so maybe about 45 minutes is probably more than enough. this is my favorite part. Plating the food. This is my favorite part about cooking because the food has to look good and taste good. Like if it looks good and it tastes good, you're definitely gonna eat it. So I take a lot of time plating my food. For the chicken, all I did was slice it up, and I put about an ounce into each of my meal preps. And whatever was left over, I just tried to split it up evenly. But I think I'm gonna start weighing my foods out pretty soon. But then I added the broccoli, the tomato sauce, and that's done. That's meal number 1 for the week. My chicken is ready for me to do the pulled barbecue. So I put it in a bowl and I just start shredding it up. And then you're just gonna add a little barbecue sauce. If you wanna add, more sauce, do your thing. I did end up adding sauce throughout the week, so maybe add some more sauce. But just mix that up, and this is a great source of protein. Low calorie, easy protein for your body to digest. Chicken is a great source of protein. Try to distribute your food evenly if you're not weighing your food out or measuring your food out like I am. Definitely measure your food or weigh it out if that's, what you prefer to do. I'll probably be doing that the next time I do this. But this is pretty much the end of the video. This is the meals. This is what I ate for this week. They were delicious, really light. Not surprisingly, it was a lot of vegetables. But so yeah, that's it. This is the end of the video. So you just pop a top on these and throw it in the fridge. Heat it up for maybe a minute or 2 minutes when you're ready to eat it. And it's perfect. It's nice to be prepared. It keeps me from going out to get fast food, and it helps me stay on track with my goals. So I hope you guys were inspired and maybe want to try your own plant-based meal. But thank you guys for joining me. I will see you guys next time.